Hello again, guys, and welcome back to Factorio. This is episode 2, and today I'm going to be improving on some of my stuff and gonna show you guys some new stuff that I didn't show you in the previous episode. Now, in between episodes, I have gotten a few more mining drills set up and some furnaces and some chests. It's all pretty automatic, but I still have to run around and pick it up, but that's okay for now. I've added 2 more of these to get more coal faster. Gotten power to the stone and the copper, and I've gotten some more copper miners. I'm gonna go ahead and automate this a little bit better, but it's getting kind of annoying to run back here and go through all these chests, so I'm going to improve this by putting it on a line that goes down here and then have one inserter to put it into one chest so I don't have to run through all of them. So that's one thing I could do with these transport belts. But in the previous episode, I was looking at these and it says that it has a mining speed of 0.5 and these have a crafting speed of 1. But what that actually means, well, it doesn't mean that 2 of these is as fast as 1 of these. It means that 1 of these furnaces is as fast as 2 miners. So the furnaces actually can't keep up with the miners. So I'm going to flip this around to make it more efficient so that we can mine this iron and cook it up faster. So what we are going to want to do is get all of this iron on the same rail so we can smelt it all. So now it's on the same rail. We are going to take it out here. Yeah, so we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 miners. So you're going to need 10 furnaces to keep up with that. So let's get 10 in a row here. This all here. Then we are going to want 20 of these inserters, and we can get them all hooked up to these furnaces. And as you can see, they're already putting it in, but none of them have fuel. So I'm going to get rid of this. It served its purpose, but we don't need these anymore. We are going to make one of these electric mining drills, put it up here, and then we are going to run the coal into the furnaces. Now, one trick that I have found with this is if I could just run it straight into the side of here, then the coal will go down on the other side of the iron, and the inserters will take that off of the rail, or the belt. I could do that with the copper as well. But for now, we don't really need that much copper, so I'm just going to leave that alone and do it myself. It's not that big of a deal. But eventually, we are going to get to a point when we have so much being produced that we are going to have to do this. Alright, so now I just gotta get some more power lines. Oh, we are out of wood, so let's chop down some trees. In the bottom right, you can see we have a gun and some ammo and our pick, but it is running a bit low, and when that breaks, we are going to have to make a new one. You might be wondering why I have a gun. Like, there hasn't been anything that would attack us that we've seen. Like, this isn't like a zombie game, or this is a gun game. But we are on an alien world. So what does that sound like? It sounds like aliens. So there are aliens on this world. Oh, there's the pick. It's gone. See, it takes a lot longer to mine stuff without a pick. So I'm going to make another one. There we go. That should be enough wood. But there are aliens on this world. They are called biters and spitters. And what the biters do is they will try and bite you. And they do melee damage. And then the biters will... Not the biters. The spitters will spit at you. And they will do ranged damage. And these biters and spitters hate pollution. There's pollution being created by my steam engine. There's pollution being created by these furnaces. And there might be pollution created by these. Yes, there is pollution being created by these. And possibly these. No, there's no pollution being created by these inserters, but there's a lot of pollution. And if I press M, we can see a map. And there's the trees here, ores, here's us, and tracks, and some miners and inserters. We can see those on the map. But if we press Alt, we can see this. There's a red kind of glow coming from around our base. This is the pollution. And if the pollution reaches an enemy base, which there isn't one on the map, but if we went exploring, I'm sure we would find one. If the pollution reaches there, they will come and try and attack whatever's creating it. Which is why pretty soon we are going to want to set up a defense against the biters and spitters. But for now, we should be safe. It will take a while before it actually reaches one of them. Like, I'm going to save my game, and we can walk until we find a biter. I will pause until I find one. I am back. I have found a biter nest. There are a lot over here, and if we look on the map, we can see they are all over here. Luckily, they are across this water, so they shouldn't be able to get across. I had to go walk a fair distance before I found any. So, like, the pollution still has a ways to go before we hit any biters, but it's pretty cool to see them here. Let's see if we can make them mad. See if they'll see us. I don't think so, though. Maybe these guys are trying to get us, but they know they can't get across the water. Alright, I'm gonna head back to our base now. I am back at the base now, as you can see. And we have a little problem here. These furnaces are having trouble getting out the iron. Well, these inserters are having trouble getting out the iron because the iron is all stuck on this belt. Because this inserter is not fast enough to get the iron off the belt. Now, one solution that we could have to this, the best solution, is to research logistics and get the fast inserter and use that instead. And to do this, we are going to need to make a lab. So we can make a few of these. We'll just make one for now. They take a little while to make. In total, about 25 seconds. But it's okay. So it'll be worth it. So what we need to do is we get this lab, and then we hook it up to our energy. And we're going to go to logistics 2. This is the one with the fast inserter. Research. and we are going to make... Okay, sorry about that. We are going to need 20 science packs. That is the cost. So we have these science packs that we can make. So we are going to need 20 of them. They are fairly cheap. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, and 20. Now they take a while to make though. It takes 5 seconds to make one of them. 5.5 seconds to make if we don't have iron gears already, which we do not. So this is our crafting menu. As you can see, it's making them. And as we put these in, it is using them up. And we can see in the top right, there is a bar that is our progress bar for for this research. Now once that reaches the top, we will be able to make these underground belt splitters and fastener inserters. But this is taking a while, so I am going to make some more labs. So just go ahead and make a few of them, and we can finish off of that later. So we can make these labs, and then we'll put them all here on the power. And then we will be able to split the science packs and it'll go way faster. So I will be back when these finish crafting. Okay, I am back and I have finished making the labs. So I'm going to place these guys down along the power. Doesn't really matter how we place them as long as they're connected to the power. So let's take these out of here and place one of them in each of these so that it goes a lot faster. As you can see, it is already going faster by the bar at the top right. We are almost halfway, and I'm going to continue placing these in here until we are all done. It should be in only about a minute. What this is going to give us is the underground belts and the splitters. What these splitters will do is it will allow us to split a track in two, and half of the materials that are on the track will go into each belt. So that would allow us to have a bunch of coal miners and then have them go into different places around the base or something like that, which would be very helpful in making things more efficient. But one of the things that we can research is military, which will give us a submachine gun, a shotgun, and shotgun shells, which are very important for a lot of the game in defending off biters and stuff like that. So once this finished research, I think I am going to start researching that. But it takes a long time to make these things. So what I am going to do is I'm going to research automation, which will give us assembly machines, which will craft stuff for us. So we won't have to make these. It'll automatically make these science packs. That's very good. So this is almost done. We might need one more of these. Yeah, possibly. Yeah, we're gonna need one more. So let's just let this do its thing, and then we will be able to research this, which will require 10, so I'll make 10 more of those. Go ahead and stick a few of them in here already to finish this up faster. But there we go. And we can research this now. Now that we have finished automation 1, it is in the green section at the bottom now. This is where the things that we've researched will appear. We have researched it, so now we are able to research logistics 2, which will grant us fast transport belts, fast underground belts, and fast splitters. Well, it's basically just regular except slightly faster, as you could probably guess. But we don't need that for now. Plus, it requires these green science packs, which take longer to make and are a lot more complicated. But in the meantime, I'm going to finish researching automation, and then we are going to be able to automate making these science packs and doing more research. Eventually, we are going to set up a wall around our base and some turrets to guard that wall. Here is the wall research. It only takes 10, but these stone walls require us to smelt stone to make stone bricks, which before I research anything, don't have any use. And we don't really have a use for stone until we make those walls. And we are already done. So I think we are going to research optics, which will let us make lamps, which just lets us see in the night. Helpful. Make 6 more of these. But what we wanted to do was automate the making of these. So these assembly machines, let's make 2 of them. And we were going to make a fast inserter and put it here. Getting a bit ahead of myself. That's okay. So let's place some more of these into here. 1 more. Alright. Now we will make these assembling machines. And what these do is we have to hook it up to power. Let's put down 2 of them. And we can click on them and select what we want it to make. So we want it to make science packs. And it requires iron gear wheels and copper plates. So we have some copper plates, but we don't have any iron gear wheels. So we are going to craft those as well, which just take iron plates. So let's make another fast inserter. Put it here. And then we can take these out and put them in a chest. And now we have automated the making of these. And then we can take these out and carry them over to here so that we don't have to manually take them. And then we will automate putting these science packs into the labs. On second thought, this episode is getting kind of long. I am gonna wrap it up here, and we will finish this stuff in the next episode. I hope you enjoyed. Leave a like if you did, and subscribe if you want to watch more. Bye!